Yeah, if you go to this particular guideline, you can see the purpose of cooling. Primary objective of the cooling load calculation is to provide data required to design a HVAC system and to select HVAC equipment. Okay, so this is the purpose we are doing the cooling load calculations. Okay, so before you go into the HAP software, we will understand that what is the heat inside. Okay, if you go to the heat inside, you can able to see there is a space. You have a heat from light. You have a heat from equipment, appliances. You have a heat through the ventilation. You have a heat through the roof. You have a heat through the walls. You have a heat through windows, right? There are through the solar radiations, then the heat from the floor, heat from through the people. So these are all the heat we are going to calculate. Okay, when you summation of all the heat, then you can able to understand what is the capacity of the machine required. Okay, and also we have a software. When you submit to the Dubai municipality or local, some of the local authority, you have to submit to the HAP only. Okay, because it will give you the exact value. Okay, but there's also the manual calculation. Try to understand how to do the calculations. Okay, so if you go to the moisture removal and the latent load, if you see the particular chart, you can able to understand how much is sensible load and what is the latent load. Okay, from the solar you have only sensible load, window sensible load, wall sensible load, roof sensible load, lighting sensible load. People having both. Okay, more sensible and lesser. Say for example, this also depends upon the activity. Okay, and appliances, ventilation, infiltration. This miscellaneous. So when you do the summation of all the load, you will get the total capacity. Okay, and if you go inside, starting from weather, right, the outside temperature. Okay, you can also go through this one. We will discuss further in the next class. Okay, and this is the the earth location. Depends upon the earth location, your temperature will vary, right? This is understanding U values and R value. Okay, so this depends upon the material. You can able to see here. Okay, depends upon outside to inside, there is a heat will be transferred. Okay, you have a different materials. Okay, so different up each and every material having a resistance. Okay, so when you calculate all the resistance, then U equal to 1 by R. When you calculate the division, you can able to get the U value. Okay, so if you see the R value, meter square Kelvin divided by watts, but if you calculate U value, it will be opposite, watts per meter square Kelvin. Okay, so you can able to see, you can able to understand each and every material having a resistance, why the resistance is required, why it is important. Okay, then you can able to see the thermal properties of each and every material. You can see the resistance, right? Each and every material having a resistance. Okay, they do the testing and they get the value, how much resistance. Say for example, paper having a less resistance. When you talk about concrete wall having more resistance, right? So that's the way you can able to compare. Then this is a basic equation. Whenever you're a HVAC engineer, you should understand that the basic equation Q equal to mcp delta T to calculate the heat transfer. How much heat is transferring depends upon the material, depends upon the specific heat. Okay, and the temperature difference from internal to external. Okay, so with this equation only, the total calculation will be done. Okay, so what you should know the outside design conditions. What is the temperature? You can able to use the ASHRAE conditions to find out what is the external temperatures. Okay, and what is the indoor design conditions? If you go to ASHRAE, they have given the standard here. For the winter, what is the temperature you have to maintain? What is the summer? What is the temperature you have to maintain for the human comfort? Okay, for the different spaces. Okay, and you are going to calculate the load estimating based on CLTD method, which is called area multiplied by U multiplied by cooling load temperature difference. What is the temperature difference outside and internal? Okay, actually this is a big procedure, but no need to understand because we have a HAP calculation. We can able to see from the HAP directly. You can get the value of CLTD. Okay, so based on that calculator only, it calculating. Okay, so but this is the basic understanding. This is the calculation to calculate the load based on the CLTD method, area multiplied by U value multiplied by CLTD. Okay. If you go to roof load, you can able to see Q equal to UA CLTD. What is the temperature difference outside and internal? Cooling load temperature difference. Okay. And you can see the area of the roof, U value. Okay. This is from the Dubai standard, or any of the architect can give you this value, right? And wall load, how to calculate Q equal to UA CLTD. Area of the wall, and what is the U value of the wall, and what is the temperature outside and internal, what is the temperature difference. Then you can calculate the heat here. Okay, so like that you can calculate your roof value, roof load, wall load. You can calculate the window load, okay, by using this formula. And this U value for the different material is given here, right? Single glazing, double glazing, double glazing, double glazing. This is the value is given here, okay, for each and every material. But As a maximum, we will follow UAE Dubai municipality standard, or based on the architectural, based on the actual design, they can give you what is the value, but that should not beyond the local standard. Okay, how to calculate window load? This is a formula: Q equal to A sensible shading coefficient multiplied by shading solar cooling load factor multiplied by cooling load factor to calculate the window load. And if you go to calculate the partition, ceiling, floors, okay, so this is the way to calculate. Okay, occupancy calculation for heat gained from the people, sensible load, latent load, lighting load, how to calculate, appliance load, how to calculate. Everything is given here. Okay, so when you add all the summation, you will get the value, but we will see in detail when we go to the next class. I will be able to open the HAP software and we will explain. Okay, and by the time you can able to go to this folder, I have attached a carrier HAP software. You can able to install the software here, so that we will discuss in the next class both manual method and by using the software. Clear, right? So as of now, you can. I will be sending you this four folders. Four folder. Just read one by one for this week. Understand architectural space planning, codes and standards, psychometric calculation, HAP thermal calculation. We will see in detail. But whenever we do the HAP calculation, again we will refer the codes and standards. We will do the psychometric calculation. Okay, we will refer the psychometric charts. Okay, everything we will go through that one. Everything is clear, right? Anyone have doubt?